I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. I'm just getting tuned up, playing around on my guitar to come up with a riff. I think I've got something. I'm using a polyphonic pitch shifter in Bias FX 2 that's doing the drop tuning, and the strings are actually still in standard tuning, so I can just go all over the place tuning-wise. I'm going to try and track at least these guitar parts quick, because there's a contractor coming over. We had like a bunch of wind damage on our house and stuff, so we got to get fixed, but we're supposed to meet with the guy. I just tracked those two. Had to reset the left side a few times. If you give me an easy part, I will screw it up 900 times. If you give me some crazy nonsense 30-second note run on a fast tempo, I'll nail it every time. That's what ADD does for you. This should be C sharp minor if I'm transposing this right. I've got my bass guitar. Put monitor in. There we go. I just wrote in some MIDI for the chorus really quick. I've got a virtual bass instrument on. If you can see it, this thing on my computer screen is the virtual bass. So I can write in MIDI notes and it'll play as if it was a 7-string bass. So I got a lot more range on that thing than I do on this 4-string bass. I may or may not play that. Even if I just mute it while the virtual bass is going, I'll just play it so it looks real if someone sees the multi-window video minus this part. I had the wrong notes. That sucks. Okay. Once I started playing, I immediately realized I was being a dumb idiot and had the notes wrong on the chorus on this bass part, so I fixed it real quick and then played the right part. Sometimes when I'm just like in the thick of it, I like forget everything I know about music, and then I play it and realize, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm not smart. That said, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna run in the house real quick and see if this guy's here. All right, I'm back. Things sounding a little weird to me. Am I in a different key than I'm thinking I am? So I just adjusted the MIDI. It sounds correct to me now, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how, if I'm dropped down to B, I'm playing the first fret, which should be a C. That's the correct note, but that's what it sounds like. I'm in B flat. Son of a... I went one too far. Problem solved. Yeah. I'm gonna go put some lyrics down, warm up a little bit to sing, and then come back and try and get this thing done. Depending on how much I leave in, because editing the video is, you know, something where some things have to get cut. I had a while there where I was just stuck on the wrong information, and that occasionally happens. So I'm going to try and leave as much of that so it actually makes sense in the video when I edit this thing. I used the drop tune. I went down to a B flat, but I had it in my head. I must have been thinking I'll go down to B, and I went to B flat. So I had it in my head that I was in that tuning, and every time I was doing a transposition or anything in my head, I was jacking it up because it was all wrong since I was going with the wrong interval. So I got some of the things right because I just used my ear and went to the notes. But then other things, I was like, no, I'm in B. So if you're ever writing a song and you get something like that happens, just your brain gets stuck on the wrong info. It happens to everybody. I'm going to do something for the chorus, so I'm just going to hit record and see what the heck happens. I rarely do this, but I am going to just use the first chorus. I have no idea what the heck I did, but it came out really decent. The other two were less so. Rather than trying to memorize the crap out of that, I'm just going to copy paste it. I actually think the song turned out pretty decent considering the difficulty. Me just having infinite brain farts today. But yeah, That's it. Okay, so the lyrics I put down are going to be in the bottom of the description box. I always put those down there. That way, if you can't understand what I'm saying, especially when I start jumping up in range and getting a little more screamy, just check them out. The middle of the description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just a big list of the places I'm available. The top thing is Bible teaching. I said right in the beginning of the video, at least I think I did. I don't even know. At the top, Bible teaching, really good stuff. Objective teaching rather than subjective. Everything else I see is subjective. This is objective. It's just translation from the original languages, grammar from the original languages, going back to the oldest sources, text in context, because text out of context is error. Bird's eye view of the whole thing, and what did the writers actually mean when they were putting, the things down. So that, I think, is just something unique, and I don't see it anywhere else. So it's there as a resource if you want to check it out, and that's pretty much the deal. Subscribe, like, comment, share. I keep writing music every day, even when it's not working. I just view everything as practice, and, next time I do this, I'll double check what tuning I actually drop down to so it doesn't make my brain go. And I absolutely should have heard that dissonance, but it was just, I was so, set that I tuned down to that thing that I just couldn't hear anything other than that. So, it happens. All right. See you later. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Pressing on the spot.